At the very moment a family was about to lose everything, Clint Eastwood's silent act stopped time, and what he did next will leave you speechless. Before you move on, hit like and share because this story will grip your heart like nothing else. The family was drowning in despair, bills piling up, their home slipping away, and hope growing thinner by the day. No one expected help, especially not from a Hollywood legend. But Clint Eastwood showed up quietly, without cameras or fanfare. Instead of grand gestures, he offered something far more powerful, a simple, silent act that spoke volumes. As the family struggled to hold on, Clint's presence alone gave them strength. But the real miracle was yet to come, something that would shake everyone who heard about it. What was this unexpected act? How did it change their lives forever? Keep watching, you won't believe what happened next. And tell me, have you ever seen a moment where silence spoke louder than words? Share your story in the comments below. The family's struggles were deeper than anyone could see. Behind closed doors, tension and fear filled the air. The parents worked tirelessly, but every paycheck seemed to vanish into bills they couldn't pay. Their children felt the weight too, wondering if the roof over their heads would soon disappear. Clint Eastwood didn't just walk in and solve everything instantly. Instead, he quietly observed their pain, understanding that sometimes the greatest help is not in words, but in actions that speak without noise. Late one evening, when the family was at their lowest, Clint made a move so subtle yet so powerful that it changed everything. Without announcing it to the world, he arranged for their immediate financial relief, enough to pay off debts and secure their home. But there was more behind this act than charity. Clint wanted to send a message about dignity, hope, and the power of silent kindness. As news of his gesture slowly spread, it shocked many and inspired even more. What motivated Clint to take such a personal interest? And how did this silent act ripple beyond just one family? Stay with me, this story is far from over. Have you ever experienced help that came when you least expected it? Share below. The quiet generosity Clint showed wasn't just about money, it was about restoring hope and pride to a family who felt forgotten by the world. After arranging the financial help, Clint didn't stop there. He reached out to local community leaders, ensuring the family would have ongoing support, a safety net to catch them if they stumbled again. But this was no publicity stunt. Clint insisted everything remain private, wanting the family to feel respected, not spotlighted. Meanwhile, word started leaking out, and the public's reaction was a mix of awe and disbelief. How could a man known for his tough roles and rugged image be behind such a humble, powerful gesture? But Clint's own story mirrored this kindness. He had faced hard times himself, battling loneliness and setbacks that few knew about. This connection made his actions even more genuine and heartfelt. Then came an unexpected twist. The family discovered that Clint's kindness had inspired others in their community to step up and help in ways big and small. What started as a silent act became a movement, spreading hope where it was needed most. But just when everything seemed to be looking up, a challenge arrived that threatened to undo all the progress. What was it? You won't believe the struggle that followed. What would you do if your life suddenly changed because of someone else's quiet kindness? Write your thoughts below. Just when the family thought their nightmare was finally over, a sudden crisis hit that threatened to wipe away every bit of progress Clint's kindness had sparked. A local developer announced plans to demolish the neighborhood, including the family's home, to make way for a controversial new project. The news spread like wildfire, sparking outrage and fear, not just for this family, but for the entire community. Clint Eastwood, who had stayed mostly in the shadows until now, knew he couldn't stay silent. In a rare public move, he stepped forward to confront the powerful forces behind the demolition, using his influence and voice to rally support. But this wasn't an easy battle. Political pushback was fierce, and the media painted Clint as a troublemaker disrupting progress. The tension reached a breaking point during a heated town hall meeting where Clint faced off against city officials. His calm yet fiery speech electrified the crowd. This isn't just about one family. It's about fighting for every person who deserves a place to call home. As the room fell silent, eyes locked on Clint, a shocking revelation emerged about the developer's own hidden motives, one that could change the entire fight. What did Clint expose that stunned everyone? This is the moment that will keep you on the edge of your seat. How would you react if your home was at risk? Share your feelings below. Your voice matters. The shocking truth Clint revealed at that town hall meeting sent shockwaves through the room and beyond. The developer was secretly linked to a web of corruption, using the demolition project to cover up illegal dealings that hurt countless families, not just the one Clint was helping. Suddenly, what seemed like a simple fight for a home turned into a battle against a corrupt system. Clint's voice, once just a quiet act of kindness, became a rallying cry for justice. With the community behind him, he pushed for an investigation that exposed the full extent of the corruption. The family, once on the brink of despair, now stood as symbols of hope and resilience. Clint's silent kindness had ignited a fire that no one could ignore. But even as victory seemed within reach, Clint warned everyone that the fight was far from over. True change required constant courage and unity. As the crowd cheered, Clint's words echoed. Sometimes the smallest act of kindness is the spark that lights the biggest fire. What small act of kindness changed your life? Share it with us below and keep this story alive. In the aftermath of the corruption scandal, the family's life transformed completely. Their home was saved, their debts wiped clean, and a new sense of security filled their hearts. But more than that, their story became a beacon of hope for countless others facing similar struggles. Clint Eastwood's silent act of kindness had grown into a movement, a reminder that one person's quiet courage can shake an entire system. The community came together stronger than ever, inspired to protect one another and fight injustice. Clint, true to his humble nature, slipped back into the background, letting the family and their renewed neighborhood shine. Yet his impact was undeniable, a lasting legacy of kindness, courage, and relentless hope. As this story ends, it leaves a question for all of us. What will your silent act of kindness be? Share your thoughts below, because sometimes the smallest gestures can change the world.